What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is gonna be part two of the Real Housewives of no, it ain't the Real Housewives. It is the Basketball Wives, child. Look, I wasn't even gonna do this review because I just feel the way I feel, and so y'all can keep saying what y'all want to say. I don't care. Um, it's part two. We talked about Cece and Kristen and the whole situation with OG telling everybody about Byron not being the daddy, and oh, hold on, that's my mama. And OG was like, I don't have any regrets. I said what I said. I feel like Kristen was coming for me. I gave her opportunity to not do it, so I went for the jugular, and that is what it is. And then she went on to say, well, Malaysia didn't even know. Malaysia's lying. She didn't know. And because Malaysia was saying she did know. And Mark was like, well, then wouldn't that just confirm the point that everybody's trying to make, that you said something that shouldn't have been said because it was private family business? Like, let's assume Malaysia didn't know. Then that's all the more reason why it was information you shouldn't have been sharing. And of course she was like, no, whatever. I stayed in what I did and I have no regrets. Okay, well, then I mean, you feel the way you feel or whatever. I still think she was wrong for saying what she said. I still think and like Kristen said, you took something like that and you used it as a weapon against me. It didn't have anything to do with me. That was about my husband and his family. I mean, his father. And you took it and you used it against me as a weapon. And when you put it like that, I 100% understand where Kristen was coming from. I mean, I still think Kristen did a lot as far as her reaction, but I understand why she was upset. And I think that they had a right to be upset, and I think that that's part of OG not getting why people just, because again, I don't think it's colorism. I think they just don't like her. I don't think it's about her color, and I know y'all gonna disagree and y'all gonna say what y'all gonna say, but they just don't like her, and it's okay. I don't like her. I don't like Evelyn. I mean, the rest of them I. And somebody was like, I can't believe that you defended somebody who wouldn't even let you hang out with them. I mean, they wouldn't like you either. I don't make these videos for to be nobody friend. Like, I don't care. Like, so? I don't care. And I'm not defending Evelyn. That's what y'all not getting. Just because I don't agree with OG does not automatically mean I agree with Evelyn. I don't agree with either one of them. I think both of them. Anyway, I ain't gonna keep having that same conversation. Moving on. So then they talked about the Toji thing, which is stupid. It's mean girl stuff. And she started getting her feelings a little bit because Jackie actually made a comment about it and they played that, and it is what it is. I mean, but she did ultimately say that she felt like Jackie had her back. So, it is what it is. I mean, it was just petty, mean girl type stuff. Like, so what? Then we got into the whole conversation with, they sort of came back around to Jackie and Phoebe. And Jackie apologized. She said, no matter how hard I try, I really can't be mad at Phoebe. Like, I really do like Phoebe. And Phoebe was like, I don't care. I don't like you. I don't care. I don't like you. But then Mark was able to sort of get them to a place where they at least were cool. He tried to get them to hug. Phoebe was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, we're just going to leave it where it is. Like, it is what it is. But I do feel like, Phoebe and Jackie can be cool. Like, I feel like they can sort of recover from it and be cool. Then we had a conversation. We got into the conversation again about, I can't even get it out. We got into the conversation again about OG being in a separate room, and OG was like, look, at the end of the day, there were people that are, out there that have been way more aggressive than I have, yet I'm in here. And let me say this. I 100% believe that they were wrong for what they did to OG. They were wrong for it. They should not have put OG in a separate room. That was Evelyn flexing her muscles and Shawnee letting her get away with it. And they wrong. Like, for as much as I don't like OG, I do think that was wrong what they did to her. Then we revisited the whole Jennifer Evelyn thing again. And Evelyn was like, look, if she would just say, I said it, it was petty, I was mad, I said it when I was angry, She said, we probably would still be friends now. Like, we could just move on. Jennifer still doesn't. First of all, Jennifer went back to saying she never said it. She back to saying she never said it. Jennifer, you said it. Just admit you said it and move on. Anyway, then there was the whole picture situation where the girls feeling like they were set up to take the pictures with Jennifer. And, of course, Jennifer was like, girl, whatever. Those weren't even my pictures. You know, when you go into an event, people are going to take pictures. If you didn't want to take pictures, you didn't have to take pictures. Or you could have just not come. Valid. I don't see what the big deal was about the picture either. But, you know, they were like, well, we just don't want people to think that we friends. People take pictures together all the time at social events, for networking events, and they're not friends. Then they get into the whole conversation about Malaysia situation and why did Jackie entertain this guy on the phone. Kristen was like, look, I talked to the guy, but I talked to the guy after I knew that Jackie talked to the guy, thinking, I'm like, well, if he talked to Jackie, he can't be all that bad. Then he said that he got the information from Jennifer. Then he said he got the information from Jennifer's assistant. And Jennifer was like, I've never had an assistant. So there. Like, we know it's a lie. I never had an assistant. So then they get to talking about, you know, and Malaysia said, look, I'm done. She gets up, she goes in the dressing room, and she leaves. She's like, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not going to keep talking about my kids and I'm done with it. And Shawnee made a point. She said, I just feel like you should never allow people from the outside to come inside and talk to us about our situation. I did think that whole situation was just ridiculous. Some random dude that hit you up in your DMs, and she said, well, he just kept hitting me up telling me he had something to tell me, and it was an emergency. It was 911, so I finally did call him back. Okay, but once you called him back and you heard, or you reached out to him and you heard what he was saying, that should have just been the end of it. Like, you bringing it to the group was ridiculous, and it turning into what it turned into. And then they said, well, do you think Jackie was lying or not? And Evelyn was like, I did believe Jackie till she failed the lie detector test. And then they asked about the story in the media about Jackie getting a concussion. Now, let me tell you something. I feel the same way Shawnee feel. I never thought it was Jackie, because Jackie Christie would never tell a story that ended with her getting her ass beat. Let's be clear. If anything, the story would have been exaggerated in the other direction. She probably would have, by the time she got done telling the story, she would have beat 20 women. So I 100% agree with what ain't no way in the world that she would have put that story out there. Like, let's be clear. Y'all know what Jackie gives. Like, really. But neither, now it might have been that dude that Jackie brought with her trying to get a little bit of clout. Cause see, his situation still wasn't whatever. Then we talked about what happened down to the Costa of the Rica. And it's kind of anticlimactic at this point because Cece's not there. OG's not in the room. And Jackie trying to keep the peace. So it's sort of anticlimactic as far as how everything went down. But Jackie and Phoebe did, I think this is when they sort of made up. Jackie and Phoebe did talk about what went down. Shawnee tried to give Phoebe a life raft and say, well, Phoebe was really drunk when she was saying all that stuff. And Phoebe was like, yeah, nah, I meant it. Like, I've been holding it since the cancer situation, since the cancer event, and I meant everything I said. Like, I meant it. And Shawnee's like, well, damn, okay, I was trying to help you out a little bit. Evelyn sat there and lied through her damn teeth. Evelyn talking about something she would have never hit Cece. She just wanted to talk to her. Child, please. No, you didn't. You wanted to fight that woman because you got embarrassed the night before when she cussed you out at dinner. And you had every intention of putting your hands on, well, Evelyn's a punk. You had every intention of pretending like you was going to put your hands on her until security stopped you. But you had every intention of creating a violent situation, okay? Absolutely she did. Absolutely she did. When you went running after Cece, you were wrong. And I said that all along. You were wrong. I don't have a problem with, I had a problem with, I ain't gonna go back down that road. But I did not have a problem. And I said this once I saw the footage, once I realized what had happened. I ain't had no problem with OG bulldozing your ass in them bushes. Okay? No problem at all with that. Because you did. You had every intention of getting in Cece's face and being and coming at her sideways. You did. You absolutely did. So anyway, there's that conversation. Then we got on the whole Chad thing, honey. We'll be talking about that for. We'll be get on that for. Because again, Chad made you look like a fool, Evelyn. Okay? And poor OG, she had a prop and everything that they wouldn't let her use because she was in the other womb. And she had the little thing that they put the dollars at the strip clubs where the money come out. And she had printed out all of Chad's text messages, DMs, whatever, that I guess were salacious over the last few years. And then Evelyn tried to act like she was unbothered and she didn't care. Child, yes, she did. You were embarrassed. Chad set your ass up. And once again, it went all the way back to 2011 when you were still dating Chad / married to Chad. Okay? So now, I wish that OG had been on the couch for that. Can you imagine how epic that would have been if OG had been able to spray them with them damn... Oh, that would have been hilarious. And then Evelyn tried to say, well, Kwame, what did your man think about that? Kwame was like, I was sitting right there. Just keep my name out your mouth. I said, oh, Lord. Then we got on the whole racism piece of it and OG was trying to say, well, Evelyn never identified as being Afro-Latina before. I've been around Evelyn when she uses the N-word. I find it very degrading. I find it disgusting. And with her using the N-word, then again, OG, you sort of threw out your own point when you said, well, she doesn't even speak Spanish. Well, are you saying that she's just Latina and not the Afro? Or what are you saying she is? Because once again, you calling her Afro-Latina. I mean, you're saying she's not Afro-Latina, but then you're going to say she don't even speak Spanish. You lost me in the point you was trying to make. I know you were trying to make the point that she's not the Afro part. But why would you throw out that she doesn't speak Spanish? Because wouldn't you want her to speak Spanish and want to be more in tune with her Spanish heritage or her Latina heritage so that it would prove the point that she's not the Afro part? And then she said, well, she just started reaching out for her roots in Puerto Rico when I came on the show. That's not true. I ain't even watched Basketball Wives before this, and I know that that's not true. She did a whole DNA thing when she had her own spinoff, her own reality show. She did a whole DNA thing where she went back and traced her roots to meet the family members that she didn't know. So that's not true, OG. I got cussed out for saying that she is Afro-Latina, child, whatever. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Do I think Evelyn is racist? I think Evelyn has made some racist comments. I think she has made some insensitive comments and some racist comments. The comments she made last year about Cece, with the happy ending, that's a stereotype of Asian women in the massage parlor industry type thing. And then the Ling Ling thing when she was talking about her doing her nails. Very racist comments. Absolutely racist comments. The text that she put out there with the gorilla, that was some shade to OG. Inappropriate and racist. So again, I'm not defending Evelyn. I'm just not condemning everybody else as going at OG because of her color. I think they went at OG because they don't like her. And maybe they didn't like her because they chose a side and they chose to side with Evelyn. I can accept that might be what went down. But I don't think it was about color. I think that's it. Then they had a conversation with Shawnee about colorism because of this whole thing with the colorism piece. They could have saved that. That was a waste of energy and time. They could have saved that. They could have saved that whole conversation because it came off so disingenuous. It came off so scripted. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I don't I'm not gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'll be honest with you. I hope they cancel this shit. I just hope they cancel the whole damn show. Shawnee did say that there are people who won't be coming back, and I'm pretty sure we know it was Jennifer and OG. We know OG's not coming back. OG's been fired. At least that's the word on the street, is that OG's been fired. And I'm pretty certain Jennifer's not coming back. And the way Malaysia walked out, hell, Malaysia might not be coming back either. I don't know. She said she just over the whole thing. I don't think Cece's coming back. So if the show does come back, it definitely will be some new faces. So we'll see how it goes down. We'll see how it works out. All right, y'all can go cuss me out now. Talk to you later. Peace.